Hello good people, and welcome back to another math video. It's been a little while. This one is on how to set up, solve, and check equations from word problems. Let's get started. Here's our first one. It says Peter weighs 160 pounds, which is 16 pounds more than 2 times his younger brother Sal's weight. How much does Sal weigh? Alright, so we're going to start picking this apart. Peter weighs 160, and that is going to be 16 more than 2 times Sal's weight. And the question is, how much does Sal weigh? Well, we don't know what Sal weighs. So, but we do know what Peter weighs. We're going to start to put these pieces together. Now, I'm going to set up an equation, and in the end, I'm going to say that Sal's weight, 2 times, and with this extra 60 pounds, kind of ends up being the same as Peter's weight. So I know that in the end, my equation is going to equal 160. Now I have 16 pounds more than. So I need a plus. Alright, so I'm going to have my 16, and it's going to be a plus my 16, because that's more. 2 times Sal's weight. So then I have a 2 times something. Do I know Sal's weight? No. So I have 2 times x. So that looks a little messy, but I was just kind of talking my way through it. So if I rewrite this to be a little neater, I would have 2 times x, which is 2x, plus 16 is going to equal 160. If I relate this back to the problem, I have 2 of Sal's weights, whatever that is, plus 16 more pounds is equal to the 160. So now I'm going to just work to get x by itself. I'm going to subtract 16 from both sides. That will cancel, leaving me with just 2x. And then 16 minus 160 minus 16 is 144. Then I would have to divide both sides by 2, and x would equal 72. So how much does Sal weigh? So my sentence here would need to say Sal weighs 72 pounds. Okay, alright. How can I check that? Well, I can check that by seeing if 2 of Sal's weights, so that's 72, so that 2 times, plus that additional 16 pounds, and that should equal 160. 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 6 is 10, carry the 1, 7 plus 7 is 14, 15, 16, and that checks. Here's another one with consecutive integers. These cause a little bit of confusion in class. So I'm going to set this one up by really just picking apart the words. The sum the sum. The sum. That means adding. So I'm going to put an adding symbol down here. The sum of 3 consecutive integers. Okay, that means I have 3 things. So I'm going to have this plus this plus another one. I have 3 things that I'm adding. So I took care of my 3 things. Is 39. So that's like saying it equals. It is 39. So that's what it's going to look like. Now I have to deal with this idea of 3 consecutive. Well, consecutive means one right after another. So I'll have my let statement. Let's see. Let x equal first integer, then how am I going to get consecutive? Well, it's x plus 1 more, and that will equal the second integer. And then again, I got to go to the next number, x plus 2. So I'll have my consecutive numbers. X is going to be the first one. That's right here. X plus 1 more, that'll be the second one. And then x plus 2 more will give me the third integer. So I can use these right here to create my equation. Here's my first number, x. My second number, x plus 1. My third number is going to be x plus 2. And that has to equal 39. So I'll combine like terms. How many x's do I have? I got 3 of them. 3 x's. And what about my constants? Positive 1, positive 2, so that's going to be positive 3. And that equals 39. So now I can just solve this straight up. Subtract 3 from both sides. 3x equals 36. Divide by 3. And x will equal 12. So my other one is going to be x plus 1, that will be 13. X plus 2 will be 14. So I'd have to check this to see if this works. Now they are supposed to add up to 39. So let's see if they do. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. And this checks. Okay? So the integers are 12, 13, and 14. Next one, a rectangle problem. A rectangle has a length which is 7 less than 2 times its width. If the perimeter is 58 feet, find the width. For me, anytime I'm doing a problem like this, I got to make a little math picture. I'm talking about a rectangle. The length, alright, so that's going to be this part. The length is 7 less. Okay, so whatever I have, I need 7 less than that. So I would do that by subtracting 7. 7 less than 2 times the width. I don't even know what the width is. Alright, well, but whatever the width is, I need 2 times that. So if I just call the width x, then the length is got to be 2 of those. 2 times the width, and then I need 7 less than that. So 2x minus 7, that's going to be the length. Now this baby's a rectangle, so that means opposite sides are equal. So that's got to be x, and this has got to be 2x minus 7. Okay, so I have my rectangle nicely labeled. If the perimeter is, alright, wait a second, perimeter. Alright, that's all the way around the outside of the shape. So that's if I like put a fence that kind of like went all the way around here. So I need all of those pieces to make my perimeter. And that is 58. So I have one side and another side and another side and another side, and all added together all the way around, it's got to be 58. I can just fill in the pieces. I'll do the easy ones first, x and x. Now my other ones, 2x minus 7, 2x minus 7. Combine my like terms. Let's see, I got a lot of x's. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, 6 x's. What about constants? None here, none. Oh, minus 7 and another minus 7. Well, that's minus 14. And that equals 58. Alright, looking to get x by itself, so I'll add 14 to each side here. Those are going to cancel, leaving me with 6x to equal 72. I could divide both sides by 6, and x will equal 12. Alright, now to check, I should be able to kind of plug this back in and add my sides up. So let me see. If x is 12, alright, so then this side is going to be 12. And the opposite side will also be 12. What about this 2x minus 7? Well, 2 x's, that's 2 12s. Well, that's 24. 24 minus 7 is 17. Alright, so I've got 17 here. Now, if I did everything right, these should all add up and equal 58. 12, let's see, 2 plus 2 is 4, 7 and 7 is 14, 14 and 4 is 18, put down the 8, carry the 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 58. That checks. Alright, now I've got to answer the problem. Let's see, what does it ask me to do? Find the width. Alright, so I know I'm getting tight on room, but over here I'll write my sentence. The width is 12 feet. Alright, there you go. That one's a little bit longer, but we covered 3 different problems that deal with this, making an equation and solving it after reading a word problem. Hope that helps out. You can watch it a few times, and we'll see you soon.